Yeah, well, we made a film called The Reckoning, The Battle for the International Criminal Court. It's a film about the International Criminal Court, which is based in The Hague. It's the first court ever in humanity to be a permanent criminal court to prosecute perpetrators of crimes against humanity, war crimes, and genocide. We thought it was really important to make this film because most people in the world aren't really aware of this court. And we've released the film. It came out in January at the Sundance Film Festival. It's now making the rounds of festivals around the world. And we've developed a project around this film called IJCentral.org. So IJ Central, which stands for International Justice Central, is really a web-based site designed to foster a global social network around international justice and to build a movement in support of international justice. And you can access the site through mobile phones. You can access it through Twitter, through the web, blogs, and we are just starting this. We have a national broadcast in the U.S. on July 14th, and that'll be the launch of the campaign. It's a 3-year campaign to raise awareness about international justice.
Now tell us more about the court itself,
Yeah.
and why it's important as compared with other
Right.
efforts done in the past.
Yeah, the International Criminal Court was formed after a 50-year movement that began in Nuremberg at the Nuremberg tribunals. And the movement tried for 50 years to get this court made, and it really took a couple of cataclysmic events to finally, create that tipping point. And those events were the genocides in Yugoslavia and the genocide in Rwanda. And the two courts that were set up for those genocides, which were temporary ad hoc courts, the international community got together in the mid-90s and decided that it was time to really get serious about creating a permanent international criminal court. So in 1998, 140 countries got together in Rome and hammered out a treaty which is called the Rome Statute. Now 108 countries have ratified that treaty, and the International Criminal Court went into operations in 2002. Since then, it's opened several cases in Uganda against the Lord's Resistance Army leaders. There's arrest warrants for 5 of the leaders of the Lord's Resistance Army. They most recently issued an arrest warrant for the president of Sudan for crimes against humanity committed in Darfur. So this court doesn't have a police force. It depends on international support. It depends on the cooperation of the international community. And so one big reason we want to create this movement for international justice is to create grassroots support for the work that the court does and enforce the warrants and get these perpetrators of mass atrocities put behind bars. We can be found online. IJCentral.org is where the movement is based and housed, so to speak. And the website for our film production company that makes the documentaries is skylightpictures.com. So skylightpictures.com, which will also lead you to IJCentral.org. Those are the two websites to keep in mind. Oh, and to buy the film, thereckoningfilm.com. The film's called The Reckoning, and thereckoningfilm.com is where you can buy the DVD.